Well, this means 'tis the season for witchfire and pumpkins. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Is that a thing? I think it's a thing this year. COVID stopping it, maybe. I don't know. Not here. At least the house is gonna be cool. Everybody, Durzo here. Well, we finally did it. If you recall way back when, I guess it would have been the intro video for the channel, I'd mentioned that we have two horses and we were about to get a third. We finally went and got Theo. That was a long drive. About 10.5 hours. I'll post up a picture I took of my trip computer there that I reset just as we pulled out of the driveway, and the pictures from when we pulled back into our house. Um, it was a very, very long day. Um, and it sort of got me thinking. I have a medical condition, and driving long distances, things of that nature where there's a lot of movement can be going on around you, a lot of stresses that can trigger it. Um, and this did. It was not a good day. I was not. I suppose you could say in my right mind uh, by end of day. Uh, and that just got me thinking, how well I've actually come to be able to adapt to this. And I remember when I didn't have a diagnosis. Been living with this for 7 years now, almost 8. Uh, and it wasn't until basically this past year that I'd get a diagnosis. I've been told it was everything from strokes, seizures, uh, to just me lying, making it up, all in my head. And it took finding the right doctor, the right specialist, and I finally got diagnosed with its acronym is P.P.P.D, persistent postural perceptual dizziness. Um, like I said, this trip sort of got me thinking about it, and there's nothing out there about it really when uh, I I was first having issues. So I figured if I can make this quick video, um, maybe not quick, who knows, we're already at past 2 minutes. Um, if I can make this video and it helps somebody out there, because it's not a new condition. It's been going on probably since humanity began. But as far as um, being diagnosed and being sort of out in the open, it's definitely new, newly heard of, I suppose you could put. Basically, what it is you get a very bad head cold or infection in your inner ear. Um, you normally would recover. You feel horrible for a couple days, and life's good. Your inner ear gets damaged. Your brain resets and learns what the new signals mean, and you're fine. What happens with triple PD is you get this cold, your inner ear gets damaged by it, and it's bad enough that your brain kind of has like almost a PTSD response, and it doesn't reset its ability, like what the signals mean. So the new inner ear might be saying up, or the new inner ear signal might mean up, um, and it's giving a sideways thing as far as the brain's concerned. Easier way to think of it might be um, the inner ear is speaking Russian and the brain only understands English. So it gets very, very confused. The problem with that and what makes it worse is uh, if you're in a stressful situation or it's all new to you, it's just happened to you, and you've never dealt with this before, you haven't had physio to try to train you on how to respond to things. um, what ends up happening is it become there's a cyclical response, um, where by having the stressful situation, your brain listens to the inner ear, gets confused, now wants to keep you safe because something's not making sense. It figures there's danger in addition to the stress. So it wants to listen to all your senses, including the inner ear, even more so. Now it's listening to the inner ear more and getting even more confused, which just starts feeding and feeding and feeding and feeding. And the the nice symptom is a horrible feeling of the world being on its edge. I mean, I'm only going off of what I've done research wise and what I know from how I get. But basically, for me, it starts with the world feeling almost like a funhouse floor. Like, I know I'm standing straight, but the whole world might look like this to me or feel like it's at an angle like that. Um, if I keep pushing through that and go, no, no, it's fine, um, it'll get even worse to the point of, okay, well, now I start feeling motion. I start feeling it's never spin, never spin. It's not like vertigo where you get this spinning sensation. But now it might feel like if you're taking a corner in a vehicle or like an on ramp in a vehicle at any kind of rate of speed, you feel like you're being thrown to the side, one side of the vehicle. Well, I start getting that. If I keep pushing past that, I can start getting things like seeing shadows or lights out of the corner of my eye that aren't there. If I keep pushing past that, I can get to the point where it's almost like being dyslexic. I can't read. I lose that function. Um, if I keep going, I can get to the point of reading something, like I can read the words aloud, but I can't retain what it was that I'd read. Um, and if I keep pushing much past that point, um, my body goes into, I guess, I don't know if you want to call it self-preservation sort of mode, where it goes, something is wrong, and you're being too foolish to sit down. I'm gonna make you sit down, and I am done and out, and it is not a good time. That used to happen at the slightest provocation. Now, thanks to physiotherapy, it, there's no getting rid of this. I'm stuck with it. I have to live with it forever. You have to deal. That's all there is. But going through physio, it gives you the tools to be able to deal with it. Um, an example of another sort of symptom, as it were, is if I put one foot in front of the other and try to tightrope and close my eyes. Most people will be able to balance. They might sway a little, but they'll be able to balance. I pretty much hit the floor instantly. Um, I've now learned through physio. I'll actually feel my balance in my feet before I ever feel anything from my inner ear. I don't know I'm falling, except for the fact that I feel the pressure change in my feet and the angle of my ankle. Or I'll be sitting at home watching TV. Like right now, I have classic Home Improvement on. Which, by the way, if Tim Allen ever sees this, giant fan. Love Home Improvement. I grew up with it. It is awesome. I love almost everything you've ever done. And if I could ever meet you, that would make my day. Anyways, back on topic. Um, I'll be sitting here and my head might be off like this, and I don't even realize that my head is turned until, wow, why does my neck feel sore? And then you sort of feel, and it's, oh, wait a second, it's because one side is um, cockeyed, like it's turned off to the side. Uh, But yeah, it's so that's been a long road. Um, if you are having balance issues, that they just can't explain, and it all started with, you had a really bad cold or something. Um, don't self-diagnose with this. I am not a doctor. I am by no means an expert. All I know is I live with it. I know what I experience, and I know it took over 6 years to get a diagnosis. And there were a lot of people that told me I was crazy. Um, so maybe bring up triple PD to your doctor. Uh, you and your family doctor are the only ones that are going to fight for you. Family doctor's not fighting for you. You have to find another family doctor. Um, the thing with this illness is they knew about it from way, 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 way back when. It originated. They were studying agoraphobia, which is a fear of wide open spaces. So people who are afraid to leave their house. Well, they asked them why they were scared to leave their house, and a whole bunch of them said, "I'm not scared to leave my house. I just feel so bad when I do." And they realized, hey, this is an agoraphobia, and they chucked this illness into the corner, and nobody studied it until now. Guess it's not as cool as being scared to leave your home, but um, yeah. So if you're having issues, if you're feeling like there's no hope, like nobody out there cares, you know, they, you can get through it. You can get through it. You can deal with it. Um, a lot of people aren't gonna understand, and it is gonna. You don't realize how much your balance actually, quote unquote, matters, as it were. But yeah, it changes your life quite a bit, and you have to cope. You have to deal. You have to overcome, and just you know live. But I think I'll end it there. But if you have any questions, comments, uh, let me know down below, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon.